Hello again, the internet, and welcome to the regularly scheduled Sunday Minecraft video. Today, I have no idea what we're building. Actually, no, I do. Correction, I can see the timeline. It's the panda enclosure. We are moving on to another enclosure. It's still in the jungle biome, though. Yeah, that kind of sums up that opening. So, the way that this build will work is, once again, we are going to be using green terracotta for the border. There will then be jungle wood as the pathway and any fencing, and then of course I'm adding a little river around the edge. We'll start with that, mostly because I wanted to not sink this enclosure into the ground, and I didn't want to have to massively terraform everything. Oh my god, this t-shirt's dying a sad lonely death. No, all the printed bit on my t-shirt's coming off. That's so sad. I've had this one for multiple years. It's one of my favourites. No. I can get another one. That's not easy. Anyways, we're not talking about that, are we? We're talking about the build. I played Risk today with my family. I well and truly lost. But hey, it's just a game, right? Yeah, there we go. I have recently decided it'd be fun to write an essay helping define what the Western world is, because our project for the summer holidays is cultures, and we weren't allowed to look at anything that was deemed as the Western world. And my argument is that basically Western Europe, and I define that as anything that wasn't formerly in the Soviet Union or also a communist state, so anything that was in Yugoslavia doesn't count as Western Europe. And then Canada, the United States, and Australia, that is what most people would consider the Western world, which means I can look at Serbia by that logic. But yeah, the inner geography student in me has been coming out. I have been finding all my sources and writing an essay, and I'm actually enjoying it. I need to go back and write a conclusion and add another paragraph, because I just came up with a great one based off of Risk, because it has a region that it defines as Western Europe, which is helpful. I'm definitely using that in my argument. Anyways, talking about the build, so I haven't actually built anything in a good couple of weeks now, because I managed to pre-record, honestly, I think I'd have enough footage to get me most of the way through August, but we're not going to get to that point. I'm going to basically just try and keep recording ahead for a bit until we hit, mid-September maybe, and then I'll get to a point of I'm having to record most weeks. Yeah, that actually worked quite nicely. Then I just have to sit down in front of this every week and do some talking for a bit. I remember there was 1 year in the summer, and I don't think it was last year, I think it was the year before. I completely forgot, though, to do videos, and just then had to try and force myself back into it in the September, but that's not happening this year. I'm not letting it. I mean, so far, so good. I have been technically on summer holidays for so long, I'm going delirious from the amount of, holiday time that we have at college. It's ridiculous. I have been done since about the middle of May with actual project work, and then we were done in June, I think it was. Yeah, in, the first week of June or something. No, was it the first week of June? Or was it the first week of July? One of the two, we were done with college. We did the fashion show and everything, and then that was it. I have been just not at college for so long, it is getting mildly unbearable. I want to go back because I want to start a new project. I can do projects at home, but at this point it's trying to just very quickly get this project done so I can do what I want. Now, moving back to talking about the build today, because there is really not much to explain. I built a little bridge thing for the pandas to climb on, and the problem I had when I spawned the pandas in was I put too much bamboo down, they couldn't crawl through it, and I had to break a load of bamboo, and it's not quite as bamboo-y as I wanted, but it works. It's perfectly fine. So yeah, that. Oh, and I added some lanterns so it's lit up, and originally I was going to build one of those really big tower thingies, and then decided I'm not going to build the enclosure that big, because I was hoping originally the space that I had terraformed would be big enough. It is not. I still have another bit to terraform. That's going to be fun. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to have to now. It'll be done soon enough, I'm sure. Actually, maybe I could do that later. No, I have something else to do tonight. I still have to voice over another video. Hopefully that one's going to be a bit more interesting. But if you do like my rambling, make sure to like and subscribe because we do this twice a week. There we go. There's that plug over. I'm also kind of semi-back on TikTok. And once again, if you have names for the pandas, do let me know and I will name them your recommended names. We also have ocelots that need naming, as well as some axolotls, and there's bats and a couple of frogs, and there's some parrots. If you have any names that you want me to call them, let me know and I will probably go in and do that at some point. Maybe that'll be an extra little video at some point for this series. But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the video, the internet. I hope you have a very good rest of the day, or have had a good day if you're watching this at the end of the day, and I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye, the internet.